Is this what your summer camp was like? Well, my camp was just the opposite. And these are the people that lived it and the stories that tell it. No, really, this was my camp.
There's always one guy that gets caught.
And you know who you are.
Robert.
Rob.
Rob motherfucking.
Rob took his dick out in the middle of the barn. So the barn was a kind of a sacred place at camp.
So the barn is the meeting place. It's a place where that was our place of assembly.
Like the focal point of camp social activity or entertainment was a place called the barn.
The barn was a place that you believe that what they were really doing was setting up so that they could light the place on fire, because there's no other reason why you would stuff that many small children into a barn that had absolutely no circulation.
It's this really old tinderbox structure. It was a real barn. I mean, the big sliding doors. It was really weathered.
And this was a 80, 100-year-old barn.
A 300 some odd year old Dutch hay barn.
It wasn't too big, and we fit about 250 people in the barn.
And they would pack us in, just like sardines.
And you're sitting on a wooden bench, and all the boys on one side, from youngest to oldest, all the girls on the other side.
Boys were on the right, girls were on the left.
Boys always had to be separated from the girls. That's just the way it was.
And your knees would touch the bench in front of you.
Watching something on a small stage.
Sometimes the shows were just such torture.
You're stuck there for 2-3 hours.
But it was a fire trap.
It's fucking hot.
It was stifling. There was no air circulation.
There's no air conditioning.
Hot as balls.
The smell of basically, 12-year-old cheap Paco Rabanne cologne and sweat and hair products. It was fucking hell.
It is my firm belief, 100%, that it was those conditions and those unique conditions alone that caused the absolute mental breakdown in a friend of ours.
So anyway, this guy, who was rare among men.
Oh, Rob, yeah.
Was as crazy as a shithouse rat.
Yeah, so you get bored.
But he was fucking nuts.
I was sitting right behind him.
So this was during one of the shows.
Rob took his dick out.
Pulls out his cock.
He took his penis out.
And I looked at him, I go, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he just looked at me and smiled.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And the kid turned around and got the old dick in the eye.
We started cracking up.
Inching away, like you see, like it's like the crowd starts moving, like there's like a wave in the bodies, and the certain kids don't know where to go, and it's almost like a panic.
Rob got busted because everybody was laughing.
Because Rob always got in trouble. So like, Rob, what's going on back there?
And everybody saw this. It was fucking awesome.
The most awful part of it is the 97-year-old woman who has to now confront this young man and discuss the specifics of his behavior.
And she said, "Robert."
Rob.
Robert, what are you doing?
What were you doing in the barn?
And Rob said, "I'm playing."
And he said, "Playing?
What are you playing with?
What were you playing with?
Rob, what are you playing with?
Playing with what?"
And just responded with, "Myself."
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Myself.
Myself?
Myself? I don't think she had any response. What do you say?
Had to have been a low point in the life of a person who I believe had survived the Holocaust, if I'm not mistaken. Awful.
He did take his penis out.
He fessed up to it, so I'm proud of him.
You're bored. Why not whip out your dick when you're at that age,
So why did Rob do this in the barn? just Rob.
If I was to describe Rob in one word, filthy.
There's always one guy that gets caught. There's always one guy that does it. We were all stupid, and we were all doing really, really dumb things. But there was only one guy that was always the guy getting caught, and that was Rob.
My name's Rob. I took my dick out.